Hi, hello. Welcome to the episode of Isaiah's Newsstand. It's your host, Isaiah Edwards. The date is July the 21st, 2024. Hopefully, this episode finds you well, in good spirits, and high hopes. As for me, I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a little bit rough, but for a good reason. It was a good time last night. I had fun. We'll get into it in a quick bit. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, feeling good on this Sunday. Hopefully it's a fun day. Um, I definitely got to watch the sunrise, which was nice. But then, like, by the time I woke up from my nap, it was already cloudy, which I'm kind of okay with because it's not hot, so that's always nice. Hopefully my walk will be good. But yeah, no, I had a really good time last night. I went to Northside, did some hangs. It was good to be back after a week off in a big way. Hanging out with friends, hopping around. It was good. It was good. Let's actually get into the food corner and I gotta actually pull up my phone. My bad. We went to a restaurant called Morshall and Nosh, and I've talked about it before. I got this amazing sandwich though, and the ingredients I wanted to read them all off since I don't know it was hidden, but it's so much. Okay, so the sandwich is called the Coliseum, and it has I'm gonna get these pronunciations wrong. Forgive me. A salami, hot capicola, whatever. Mortadella, provolone cheese, red onions, peppercini, tomatoes, lettuce, house mayo, and red wine. It was so good. It's like I'm probably like a red wine vinaigrette or something. Yeah, on toasted ciabatta bread. The sandwich was huge. Like by the time I like finished it, it was like all like little pieces I was just picking up off the wrapper. Let's see, I had some jalapeno chips with it, and then I also saw on the menu that they had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was like, yeah, go ahead and get that, and then toast it on wheat. That was really good. It was really yummy. So yeah, the food was good. Also, my friend at the end of the night made a quesadilla for me, and I was like, hell yeah, bro, thank you. That hit. That was really good. So yeah, it was a good night. Like I said, I lost my voice just rah-ing, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not sick or anything, but you know how it goes. It was worth it if I did get sick. It was a fun time. Good vibes. Happy to see my friends, hang out with my friends. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our startup. A little lighter today. No, not as lively. Let's say that. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna get into some news. Might be a little bit shorter. We'll see. Do my best. But yeah, let's go ahead and do our startup. Yeah. I did get some Gatorade. All right. Our first article comes from CNN. Israel strikes Yemen for the first time following deadly Houthi drone attack. Here's what we know. For the first time, Israel has struck inside Yemen following a deadly drone attack launched by Houthi rebels on Tel Aviv. So we talked about that the other day in terms of the Tel Aviv attack by the Houthis with a Iranian made drone killed one person and injured several others. So yeah, it seems like the response, and they've been kind of doing tit for tat, but this is like the major response now. And I believe even the Houthis have sent response back missile wise or whatever, but I don't know if that was as big and or relevant, but we'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and skim ahead because they talk about the history of the Houthis, or like who are they, what are their role in the Gaza conflict. But I wanted to go into how did Israel respond. Israel's response came a day later when Israeli aircraft hit the Yemeni port of Hodeidah. The attack, which marked the first time Israel has struck Yemen, killed at least 6 people and injured scores more, Yemeni officials said. The Houthi-run Al Masaraya TV said the strikes targeted oil facilities in the port on Yemen's west coast. So essentially, Netanyahu said, like, yeah, this isn't an innocent port. They took in Iranian arms, like, to use against us. So, like, this was retaliation. I guess the next question is this going to be an expansion of the conflict? Is this just going to be, we'll see what happens, but most likely, as of right now, it seems that, I feel like for the IDF, like, I guess a lot of the focus is on Hezbollah and Lebanon. That's a little bit closer. And then they also, I feel like, are more worried about the potential firepower in an all-out situation. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. But I guess sticking with the Israel-Gaza conflict, from CBS News, U.S. decides to permanently dismantle pier helping deliver aid into Gaza, officials say. The United States has decided to permanently dismantle the Gaza pier, a U.S. official told CBS News. The pier is currently in port in Ashdod, Israel, and will not be reattached to the shore in Gaza, according to this official, who said the mission is over. The decision follows a recommendation by the U.S. Central Command not to reinstall the pier. CBS learned of the military's recommendation Tuesday from two U.S. officials. I think they've only had this pier in operation for 20 days. It was able to deliver, I believe, up to 2 million pounds of aid, and it might sound like a lot, but I think that's only a third of what they are projecting to get in the best case scenario, and I'm not even sure if that aid that we're talking about of this 20 million, can you even say actually gets into Palestinian hands who need it? Just because a lot of it gets sat at that pier, and they're like, well, we need people to take it. And they're like, okay, people come here to take the food into Gaza, and they're like, we need proper security. And Israel's like, we're not going to give that to you. And they're like, we literally need that because either you guys are going to blow us up or we're going to get shot at, like we're going to be in the crossfire. We need it. And they're like, we're not giving it to you. And they've just been doing back and forth while this aid literally rots. And that's very sad. Because, I mean, you can look at it from obviously the fiscal blah bullshit, like, that's taxpayer money wasted, but it's like the whole point of this was so that people could get some kind of relief. We knew this was going to be drops in the bucket. This was just going to be something, but this is supposed to be the olive branch that, Joe Biden was supposed to be giving, and it was going to help and do something, but it doesn't even seem to have done much at all. And this temporary thing was literally, once again, a 20-day venture. So it's very unfortunate. It's very sad. It really does just seem like this was just limp-wristed rhetoric, that he threw a bunch of fucking money up on. And once again, not many people got any kind of real aid or assistance out of this. So it's very sad. I really hope for the people of Gaza that they can get some kind of relief. But I do know, sadly, the stories just get worse and worse. I've heard stories that, polio is now, coming up, which is obviously very sad. This is a situation that should be completely avoidable. If you could just have people actually getting the things that they need in Gaza, you wouldn't have these things developing. And, you have a situation where literally people are starving to death on top of this. Not to mention all of the bombing and killing that is happening day to day to day. So, I know we did a double dose of that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next beat. Not that this is going to be any better news. I'm sorry. I know it's a dark Sunday. What can we do? From CBS News, 3 dead, several injured in shooting in West Philadelphia. Born and raised. Sorry, I had to do that. Police say. 3 dead and 6 others were injured in a shooting at a large gathering early Sunday morning in the Carroll Park section of West Philadelphia. Police said. Police responded to a call about gunshots shortly after 2 a.m. on the 1200 block of North Aldine Street. A 33-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene, and 2 other men died at local hospitals, according to police. Police said there appeared to be multiple shooters. Several cars were also struck by the gunfire, police said. Police recovered one gun from the scene, and homicide detectives are investigating. They don't have much information on the shooters, police said. So, this is a developing situation. If I hear any more, I will definitely keep you abreast. We have one more thing that I wanted to cover, and I'll let you go. I guess it's a little bit ironic that we were talking about deli meat earlier. This is a not so good meat to eat. This is definitely like, I feel like this kind of meat would like be on like some Brood Rich or like a Kroger brand Brood Rich. You don't eat this meat. But let's do our last break, and then I'll go ahead and get into it. Give a little clarity on the bullshit I'm yapping about. All right. From the Associated Press. 2 deaths linked to Listeria food poisoning from meat sliced at deli counters. At least 2 people have died and more than 24 were hospitalized in an outbreak of Listeria food poisoning linked to meat sliced at a grocery store deli counter, or at grocery store deli counters, federal health officials said Friday. At least 28 people in a dozen states have gotten sick. Though the largest number, 7, were in New York, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The people who died were from Illinois and New Jersey. Samples were collected from May 29th, July 5th, and so far, all the people known to be part of an outbreak have been hospitalized. Many of the people in the outbreak reported eating meats that were sliced at grocery store deli counters. So far, there's no information showing that people are getting sick from pre-packaged deli meats, the CDC said. People most commonly reported eating deli sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham. CDC doesn't have enough information to say which meats are the source of the outbreak. Now, I'm not going to lie, I was like, okay, even though I'm eating turkey, I usually get the shitty, like, prepackaged shit, so I feel like I'm good. I'm always like, I taste the meat, and, like, I never like it, because I'm like, bro, this meat never really tastes that great. Like, it's not like you're ever getting a good batch from, like, Oscar Mayer. But you're like, okay, it's meat I can eat, I guess. But yeah, obviously, it's very unfortunate. I think they have the symptoms of Listeria here. Let's go ahead and read them. Listeria infections typically cause fever, muscle aches, and tiredness, and may cause stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions. Symptoms can occur quickly symptoms can occur quickly or up to 10 weeks after eating contaminated food. I hate that drag time. I always hate that. Like, if I'm gonna get sick, let me know that I'm like getting sick and dying like immediately, please. Don't like drag the shit out. That's crazy. That's not fair. The infections are especially dangerous for people older than 65, those with weakened immune systems, and pregnant people who can have miscarriages. The outbreak includes people aged 32 to 94 with a median age of 75. One pregnant person got sick but retained the pregnancy. So that's some silver lining there. And I think on that note, that is where we'll leave it. Hopefully you do not get Listeria from any of your deli meats, and hopefully you're going to be happy and healthy and well-fed. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for being a friend. And hopefully I see you soon for some more good news. I love ya. Bye-bye. Mwah.